All right, guys, hold on to your seats today. This is going to be a lot of fun. Laura and I are going to dive head on into what it means to have a high vibe business.
Yes, I'm ready. Welcome to your High Vibe Business. I'm Laura DeFranco.
And I'm Donnie Bovine.
And we are here to help you create your badass high vibe business.
What does it mean to have a high vibe business? It's that business you're excited about. It lights you up and it helps you unleash that inner badass and really go for it.
You are a lover and a warrior, and you're here to change the world with your business. We will give you the strategy and resources you need to take this all to the next level.
You shouldn't do this alone. Start hanging out with other badass entrepreneurs and watch how fast your business grows.
You guys, Donnie Bovine runs a successful coaching and speaking business, and he's spent over 2 decades mastering sales.
And Laura DeFranco is an expert healer, 2 times business owner, 6-time published author, and spoken word poet.
Together, we're here to help you create your high vibe business.
Let's do it. So start us off, Laura. What the heck does it mean to have a high vibe? You know, this is episode 1.
Dude, first of all, like this is number 1. Like we ought to have the champagne glasses out right now, and we do not. I'm so disappointed.
Why didn't we bring rum? There's got to be a rum.
I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to start off by saying thank you, my friend, for trusting me to do this with you. This is going to be amazing.
But no, you and I talked about a lot of times through private messaging and everything else. It's really kind of cool to have somebody else that is pushing after life as hard as you are, trying to create this really, really cool world and help a lot of people out. So it's really fun to run with you. I'm really enjoying, everything we've created so far and everything we will continue to create through this process. So thanks for making this a partnership thing that we're working through. It's going to be a hell of a ride.
It is, and it's already high vibe. And I know that's what we want to talk about today, because sometimes, people hear the words and they don't totally get what we're talking about. But I think most people understand, and they understand good vibes. Yeah. And, we are aiming at businesses that stay in that good vibe, right? That good high vibe, higher vibe. And what it means to me is just keeping my mind in a state of positivity, of purpose. And you said, we're going to help a lot of people with this. Well, that's already high vibe, but there's a lot of different things in a business, right, that help you keep yourself in that mindset every day.
Yeah, what I love about it is in this day and age, when you think about corporate America, there's a lot of negativity behind it. There's a lot of bad energy out there. There's a lot of, people taking advantage of people as they're moving forward in their business. What we're trying to do is flip the script and telling people that you can have a business that you love. You can have a business you're passionate about. You can stay high vibe and feel good about what you really do.
Yes, no doubt. I know you and I have both had experiences, low vibe experiences, and you live and learn, and that's part of the learning process. The mistakes and failures are all part of the process. But for me, it's been how fast can I flip back to something that serves me, right? Because if I sit and stay paralyzed inside of the bad vibe stuff and the thing that happened to me, the thing someone said to me, the crappy crap, then it's just, what a waste of time.
Can I use that saying later? The crappy crap?
Crappy crap, sure.
Yeah, can I borrow that? Guys, what we don't want is crappy crap, all right?
The super crappy crap. And it happens to everybody. But it's what you make it mean. So this is the thing, like, don't add baggage to your baggage by making the crap mean something extra, like you're not good enough, or you can't do it, or you got to quit, or you this or that, all the shit we tell ourselves. Okay.
So one of the things that I love about this whole idea of high vibe, because before I really sat down across from you, I did not wrap my head around what it meant to be high vibe, right? I've always kind of been a high energy guy, and I mean, I grew up in the self-help world. I grew up on books and tapes and stories and audiobooks. I mean, my dad handed me a book called Think and Grow Rich when I was 14 years old.
I know that
Eh,
book.
Yep, and that's the book that really kinda set me down the path of, there's people that teach how to get better in life and right, and how to be more into you, but I hadn't heard the phrase high vibe until I started hanging out with you, and it's a really cool thought process because I know for me, being that sales background, I was in the profession for 20 years that people don't look at as a respectful profession a lot of times, and
And
so
don't look at as high vibe very much.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I always was fighting, myself of how do I keep myself intact and fight the status quo of what a sales guy is supposed to be and do and act in that world. And it was always tough because when I thought about being a salesperson, it wasn't a high vibe thought, right? It wasn't a thing like I was proud to be a salesperson until way late in the game. It was just my profession. And so when I started flipping my own script to that of I can do this because I love to sell and I love to have those conversations, but I can still be me, be authentic, have real, genuine conversations. I just love the fact that now that I have a language for it, that I can call it something. So it's really cool to just put that into perspective.
I love that. And, you're calling it that and you're using that language because, woo woo healer meets sales pro, and we end up being the perfect dynamic
Yeah,
duo
let's clear that
because,
up really quick because I'm only
yeah.
like 1 foot into woo. So
Well, and you know what? I don't even use the words to describe myself, but I do say holistic physical therapist, which is my background.
right.
And I tagged on the word holistic to that a long time ago to try to brand that for myself, because when I would see clients and they would come with their doctor's prescription for their little ankle sprain or whatever body part the doctor saw that day, if you see a person like that and you don't take into consideration the entire body, first of all, that's one holistic piece, but also the person is a person with daily stress and job issues and relationship issues. If you aren't taking into consideration the whole mind, body, and soul of a person, you are missing out on an authentic kind of healing. And so, whatever you want to call it, woo or not, I mean, we could have certain conversations that end up in the super woo part of the spectrum, and
Dude,
we
since I've
can
been
get.
hanging out with you, I've already had a couple of them and
I know
woo.
it's fun, right? It's fun, but I like looking at that stuff as, what, there's a lot of stuff in the world that I don't know about, and I want to keep my learner's mind going. And I know you believe in that too. That
Yeah,
is high vibe.
for me, I'm always inquisitive, right? I always want to understand where this stuff comes from. I don't always buy in, because some of the things that I've run up against, I'm like, whoa, that's really, really, really out there. But for a lot of it, it's for me, it's about exploring it and not immediately dismissing it as an option, right?
I
So
mean, just being able to have a conversation about it makes you a better person at a cocktail party than your average Joe who won't
well,
talk
I'm a
about it.
great person at a
You know,
cocktail
I
party.
know
Trust
you
me,
are.
you want me there.
But I mean, I look at it like that. I want to know about all the different things just so that I can have great conversations with people, whether I really believe in it or not, whether I'm resonating with it or not. I don't know. I just want to be able to talk about it,
Yeah,
you know?
I find it fascinating. I mean, truly, because and you already said, there's things that we don't know. There's things that don't make sense that happen, but you know, there's a part of me that has like this little kid inside of me that's looking at this fantasy realm and going, holy shit, some of that stuff is real, right?
Yeah,
Some of that stuff, it really works. And, all fairy tales, all myths, all magic, all things were based on some sort of real thing that have evolved over
exactly.
time. So some of the stuff finding out, I'm like, can I be like Harry? Can I really be a wizard? Because if I can go to Hogwarts, dude, I am flipping in a heartbeat, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
and that's what I'm enjoying about this ride is I know I'm going to be continually blown away because as I really tiptoe into this realm, this world, this whole idea of bringing the business side, the sales side into this market space. It's just going to be a fun exposure for me, and I think people are going to have fun laughing at me freak out over some of the things I learned along the way.
It's such a huge ripple for me. I feel like when I get to help a fellow healer, especially entrepreneur, express their message in a way that their prospective clients get them and get what they do, and maybe open up that little place in their mind to the possibility of something different, that those healers of mine are giving other people hope about, sometimes about a chronic or complex illness or disease or problem they've had for decades. They're giving those people hope, those people who had no hope for anything different, helping them. And they've been through the Western medical system, and they've just been, oh my God, they've been told some really horrible things by people, you know. So my crew is changing that game, and I want to help them express that in a way that people really get their gifts. And
Well,
it's real, it's cool.
and what I love is you're really a champion for the healers, right? It's really like you're putting the healers out there in such an authentic way that is demystifying this mystical world.
Yes.
And that's why so many people are following your teachings and what you're doing, because your whole idea of being a brave healer is kind of that pinnacle, or it's like you're carrying a torch in the darkness saying, hey, follow me, which is a cool thing from the outside to watch as you continue on your journey. I mean, I see all the healers that are already following your message and your brand, and they're totally into you. You know, they when they talk about you, it's really, they see it, they feel it, they embrace it. So it's cool to sit side by side with that.
Thank you, I received that. And
Oh, I'm learning that phrase. So
uh-huh.
so it's those funny things, guys. You watch out. It's coming.
Yes. And I'm so honored to be partnering with somebody like you who can take the pieces that, you know, when you sign up to be a healer of sorts, a doctor, a healthcare practitioner, a healer of any kind, you didn't sign up for business school. You didn't sign up for marketing class. You didn't do all the things you really need to do to open up a business. Yet here we are in droves, wanting to work for ourselves, do healing the way that we think it should be done, not some big company that is just interested in how many people you can get through the door in a day. And we're doing that because we know it's the only way that we can serve, you know, in any way that's going to help people. But how cool to be able to combine your expertise and really the whole way that you've reframed business development and sales has changed everything for me. And I know several people that we're working with, and I just, oh my God, I'm waking up these days so grateful for the collaboration.
Yeah,
That's
no,
high vibe, man.
yeah, watch this, watch this. I received that,
Oh,
huh?
thank you.
Look at me go, right?
Good. It's good
But
to receive, you guys. Just accept the compliments.
right. So, but this is what makes it cool is I think people are going to get a little bit of dose of me trying to turn off my skeptic and really learn a lot of the stuff and understand it, and embrace it. Um, and I think it's also going to be helpful for me to bring that sales side of it, because I mean, in truth, guys, sales to me is should be a passion you love. It should be something you step in and actually enjoy, and that's what I'm hoping to break the chains of, is to change how people are getting into those conversations. And you're going to see it as I really start talking about sales. You're going to see a whole different passion flip happen to me, because I can really get into those conversations.
You gave me an aha just now that's going to help my people. And that is, you know, don't you love having a great, deep, even spiritual conversation? So I'm speaking to the healers who are nodding their head like, yeah, I love that, because I've heard that in my circles. One of the things we crave as a healer bunch is real. is genuine, is authentic. People who don't want to talk about the weather, they want to talk about things like death and sex and soul and healing and like the stuff that matters in life, right? So you just gave me the best aha about sales just now. We love having those conversations. So all we really need to do is turn that toward people in the way that we're already doing it. We've been thinking
Mm.
about it all wrong.
Oh, that's well said. I mean,
Yeah.
and it comes from this whole thought process of when people think of sales. I mean, they automatically go negative, and it's because they haven't gone high vibe into those conversations. So that'll be fun when we dive into it. But we're going to cover
Yes.
a ton of things on the show, and the cool thing is, we have the private Facebook group that we bringing people into and having conversations around all this. And a lot of the topics in the conversations that we talk about are going to come from what are these healers going through in their businesses, and how are we building all of this stuff out so we can help them really build that business that they've always wanted to build. That business
Yes.
they set out to build.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this, you guys. Yeah, this is really, again, I'm just going to use that word ripple because that's what it feels like to me. Those are my champions. Those are the people that, man, I care about those people. I care about what they're doing in the world. That changes the world.
Yeah, it really does. And you know, a lot of times as a business owner, you kind of feel like you're on an island, right? You're going through and you're doing everything, and you feel like you're alone because you don't think anybody else understands what you're doing from the business side of things, because you don't want the world to know that you're not doing well in business. You want everybody to think that you're being a rock star. So when you can find a safe environment to come in and ask those business questions and ask those things of how do you do better, how do you do more, how do you create this business, and know that people are going to give you genuine and real advice, it's a game changer. Because I know, like, on my journey of running my business, it's having those people I could go to and say, this is where I'm at, and them either telling me to pull my head out of my ass or telling me, to push forward in a particular direction is been awesome.
Yes, you guys, the collaborative energy is real in this group, and it's that alone is high vibe. But the other thing, aside from getting the answers to your questions, the clarity you're craving, the support network you crave, like everybody wants to be connected to all of the people that they need to take this thing to the next level. And that's what we've been creating, that group of people that are grabbing hands and doing it together. You can do it alone, but not very well, I've come to realize.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that we'll ever shortcut the process. All we're going to do is streamline the process.
We are totally shortcutting the process. You know why I can say that with confidence? Because do you want to know how long it took me to self-teach all the business
True,
things? So I'm
true.
telling you guys, we are shortcutting it for you because we don't mind sharing the stuff we've learned with you
The
so
good,
that
the
you
bad,
can
and the
take,
ugly.
yes, so they can take the jumps and go, oh, okay, if she did it and that worked for her, I might as well not make those 10 mistakes. Why don't I just go try what she's saying? Yeah, sorry,
No, no, I love
you
it. I
know,
love it. And that's what you're going to see from us, guys. This isn't scripted. I mean, it was not like we sat down and wrote out what we're going to say today. We both just kind of
oh,
looked at each other and said, we're going to talk about your high vibe business. Go.
yeah.
That's just how we operate, and that's what makes it fun. So you're going to get more of these real stories from us, and we're going to teach through our stories and our screw ups, and we've got some doozies out there,
Yeah, we
from these
do.
experiences.
Of course.
So as somebody is setting out on their journey to create their high vibe business and to really set themselves up on the right path, what are some of the first things they need to take into consideration to build out their high vibe business?
Well, one of the first topics we're going to hit coming up in November is your business vision. And we're going to touch on ideal client avatar, which I know you guys is becoming sort of this hot topic word that's getting a little old. But so we just use it because you guys are all familiar with this ideal client avatar thing. But essentially, understanding your vision and then knowing who you're talking to, down to the flavor of green smoothie they drink, is going to be really important. And whatever you've learned about your ideal client stuff and about making business plans and all this stuff, we know you need to do it differently. We know you want to do it differently, but we also have figured out some of the things that really work.
Mm.
And so I think if I had to say where to start, it would be to build that super awesome foundation so that everything you do from that place serves that. You know, you got to have
Yeah,
your vision.
I love that. I love that. And the only thing that I want to add into addition to that is, flip the switch and become a business owner, right?
Yeah.
You are building this healer thing. You're going to impact and change the world with what you're doing. Change that mindset over to that of a business owner, because without becoming a business owner, this is going to be very hard to grow this healing business that you said you've been trying to create. And I'm not talking about being the traditional corporate America business owner. I'm talking about being the entrepreneur spirit that understands that collaborations, understands how to partner up and build the systems and processes that allows you to touch and change as many lives as you can possibly touch and change with your special abilities and powers.
Yes. And so in the Taekwondo world, you guys, we call this indomitable spirit. So you're going to be a warrior for your business, which means you're going to work for it, not in it every day. And we're going to be teaching you guys what that even means and how to shift your mindset from some of the stuff that you've been doing. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we're going to always come at it from two very cool places, with Laura and her background, mine and my background, as we go through it. And our goal is literally to help you create, basically your own hero's journey, that you can follow the path of a lot of things that we've done in our businesses to get where we are, and grow as fast and as hard as we've been able to grow. And really, our hopes is that we can set this up so we can actually teach. So we can bring you things that you can apply tactically to your business on a regular basis, and get that thing, off the ground and moving forward. But you're going to hear us refer to the Facebook group a lot, because a lot of the questions and things we're doing in there. So, I want you to hear me on this. It is a paid group to get in there, and I'm not trying to sell that group in there, but that's where a lot of the magic is happening. Laura's laughing at me because she knows I'm a sales guy, but
You guys, the group has been totally amazing. And am I allowed to say the website now, or do you want me
yeah,
to wait?
yeah,
Oh,
no,
good.
go right ahead. Go ahead.
Yourhighvibebiz.com, B-I-Z, okay? Yourhighvibebiz.com. You guys are going to be able to read about what the heck we're talking about with this Facebook group. Donnie and I both love Facebook. It's where most of our ideal clients hang out, and that's why we chose to use that platform to run this. It's easy, and it's makes it really easy for everybody who's doing it. And I'm already in love with the whole thing.
Yeah, and for me, it comes down to, if you create the right community, it becomes family, and you really start collaborating and working together. And with the group as it is now, with all the members that are in there, it's already doing that. Um,
Yes, I feel it.
and we're doing fun things like interviewing some of the members in there for different and various reasons. But we're, in addition to this podcast, we're going live in there on Mondays, helping people to launch their weeks.
Mindset Monday, you guys.
Hashtag,
Everybody
right?
needs it. Yes, hashtag Mindset Monday.
So we'll just be dropping a ton of additional content in there to make sure you're staying on your game all week long, because we know running a business, you're going to get a right hook, you're going to get a left hook, right? You're going to have things happen in your business that sometimes you get into that low vibe moment, and you need something to kick you in the ass, get you high vibe, and get you moving, that's what the group is doing. That's what the group is giving you, that safe environment where you can come in and literally say, "Hey, I'm not feeling it today," and watch everybody lift you up. I mean,
And it's safe, but it's badass too, you guys. We're going to hold you accountable. Like we can hear and see the excuses a freaking mile away, and we're not going to let you sit in that shit. So not only is this going to be a safe space because we understand healing and we know who you are, but we're not going to let you, sit there too long. We're going to hold you accountable for the thing you say you want to do. So yeah, a little badass in there too.
absolutely, come hang out with us. I mean, uh, uh, we do this kind of stuff on a regular basis. I mean, hell, Laura's quickly becoming my work wife, so
Uh-oh.
not wife in real life. But so we're just spending a lot of time together. We're building this thing. We have a workbook coming out that'll be out soon. That we're almost done.
The book, you guys, you're going to love this.
She had whooped my ass all the way through this thing. But it's been an amazing ride, because that's one of her amazing talents, is taking the words out of your head and getting them into ink on paper. And so
Thank you.
she's done amazing and made this a really, really simple process. And the funny thing is, in the book, I even talk about how she got me to really write all this stuff out. So it's a lot of fun, as we go through this. But it's a book, but it's also going to be a book that is your guide for your business. In addition to hearing us on the podcast, the Facebook group, you'll have a step-by-step, literally guidebook for how you should set your business up and run. And then we're doing these big events where you can come in and join the live seminars. The first one being on November 8th, and we're doing the next one in January, I believe.
Yeah.
But we're teaching all these awesome concepts. So we're going to be doing a ton of things that, to be involved, all it needs is you to be a member of the Facebook group.
Yes, we're for sure over delivering already in there. You guys are going to be getting your money's worth. So, we can't wait to share the knowledge and share the secrets, share those shortcuts and hacks, but just really kind of develop and build the family. So excited.
So as we continue on this journey and we continue to move forward, the things we're going to be touching on is every aspect of business that we can talk about to help you grow and scale your business. And we have several tracks laid out of things we're going to do for upcoming episodes and things we're going to be talking about, but we'll also throw some random curveballs in there, because we're going to be hit with these moments of lightning that we're like, oh my God, we've got to talk about that on the podcast. So be ready for these crazy moments that come in, and random episodes that may fly out off routine, because we know we need to get this content out there.
Yes, I'm ready.
Me too. So strap it in, guys. This is going to be a hell of a run. It's going to be one heck of a journey. I hope you take it along with us, and that you will hang out and enjoy the ride. And seriously, thanks for tuning in from wherever you're listening. It means a lot that you guys will come hang out with us and give us a few minutes of your time.
Definitely. Very grateful for you guys being here. You're part of this revolution just by being here and listening to the words.
So do me a favor, and if you guys found any value out of this, our first episode ever, tell a friend about it. Tell one person to check us out. Leave us a review wherever you listen to podcasts, because I promise you, those reviews are the lifeblood of any podcaster. And that's how we find more people that can geek out with us on all of these topics. And that's part of the passion behind all of this. So
it's really important, and we super appreciate your effort in leaving a review. And as a book author, I'll just make a quick note about that. Go find your friends who've written books and who are starting podcasts, and do this for them, you guys. It really makes a difference. Please get over your I don't know what to write thing. Just write from your heart. talk about what they did for you in that book or in that podcast, and don't worry about that piece of it. I know a lot of people are a little hesitant to leave reviews, but they really matter, and we are super grateful for the people who are leaving them for us, for sure.
100%. So, guys, episode 1, we're putting it in the books. Thank you so
Woohoo.
much for tuning in. Laura, any parting wonderful words to send them on their way?
Oh man, you guys, your fear of not good enough is boring. It is not about you anymore. It is time to get your message out loud, to be seen and heard. And Donnie and I are ready to help you do it. Be brave.
Yeah, the only thing that I'll throw in there is unleash. Fucking go
Yeah.
for it. Go all in, bet on you, and watch what happens. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.